Hello candidates, I am going to dictate you a passage of 1000 words which is based on Drdo stenographer. So please get ready for the dictation. The dictation will start after 15 seconds. Your observation is very right, but I would like to give you one assurance that while on missiles we have done good work, we have also done good work in many other areas, as you have seen in the presentation which we have made. Take for example the radars, the electronic warfare systems, the naval systems. As regards the delays which have taken place in the case of 𝐿𝐶𝐫, yesterday I think the Defense Secretary mentioned that light combat aircraft, once it is ready, is the aircraft of today which has demonstrated its capacity during Aero India as well as in the Iron Fist. Now we are in the process of producing it at HAL. That is where I mentioned to you the gap comes that we should be able to produce it in numbers and to the good quality. Efforts are being made to augment the capability. As for the time taken, I would only give you a few points to analyze on this. India started the development of 𝐿𝐶𝐫 first in early 1980s. The industrial base of the country in manufacturing aeronautic systems then was not what it is today. We did not have any industry support. We also had a major problem. When we started the program, we had expected collaboration with our partners in US and France. Because of the missile technology control regime which came into operation sometime in 1989, all the systems which we were supposed to get from these countries were denied to us. So 𝐿𝐶𝐫 had to develop every small item, whether it is avionics systems, whether it is a structural material, or it is control system or an actuator, everything in-house. Obviously that took longer time because that development was not anticipated. But the good thing that has happened is because of that in majority of the systems of aeronautics today, navigation, structures, avionics, materials, India has become self-sufficient. We were talking just now about the titanium. It has come today. Today we are able to have carbon composite wings for the 𝐿𝐶𝐫. All that was not there and the industry also has come up. If you compare the 𝐿𝐶𝐫 development and the time which we took is about 20 years plus with the developed nations who have developed similar aircraft in spite of developing large number of aircraft in the past. They also took a long time in developing their aircraft. For example, F-22 development took about 18 years. You take any aircraft and you will find that its development took anywhere between 15 years to 18 years in spite of the fact that they had the experience of developing, plus they had a much larger and a stronger industry base, academic base. So To that extent, I think, and our scientists or our industry has done reasonably well. The main mandate of Defense Institute of Psychological Research is to conduct research for the selection of personnel for the armed forces, training to the assessors in order to man the selection centers form an integral part of personnel selection. This charter was further extended to the paramilitary forces. In addition, research is conducted in the area of organizational behavior like leadership, motivation, morale, attitude, combat stress behavior, psychological operations, human factors in man-machine systems, and to study the effects of extreme environmental conditions on the psychological adjustment, efficiency, and well-being of service personnel. In the year 2006, a study in the area of suicide and fratricide was initiated in DIPR on the directives of the Honorable Raksha Mantri. To cater to such a need, a mental health division has been created in DIPR, and these activities have been sufficiently supported by the DRDO headquarters. In order to carry out research activities keeping in view the emerging requirements of the armed forces in a systematic manner, more manpower and infrastructure in terms of a state-of-the-art labs will be required. DRDO is responsible for selecting officers in Indian Armed Forces. Very recently, we have also been interested with the job of introducing psychological system for Jawans because of suicide and fratricide rates. That was a different project that I have conducted. If you have got questions, I will answer for that. Coming back to recruitment, DRDO does recruitment for officers in collaboration with the three services headquarters, Army, Navy, and Air Force. But the recruitment as a job is done by the service headquarters, and the technical assessment and selection process is done by DRDO using our test technology. It is a 5-day selection system. You are very correct. From the last year onward, the number has actually gone up to 9 lakh for officers post. Initially, 2.5 lakh people used to apply for that, and very few of them actually used to appear for that. Though the number has gone up for application, the number of people who are coming to services selection boards are reasonably the same as we had earlier. So it has not just gone up. One of the studies which the parliamentary committee asked me to conduct suggests that our of the 10 different choices joining armed forces is in the 7th rank. There are many reasons, many misconceptions, and many other issues also. But I assure you, sir, the selection rate has gone up, and we expect with the three service headquarters in another 10 years, we would be able to fill in the gap of about 10,500 officers shortage in the Indian Armed Forces. Our training capabilities in the three training institutions, which NDA, IMA, and OTA, are also nearly full. In fact, we have got surplus NDA candidates, and we are planning how to actually make use of them because there is no capacity as of now to get more officers trained over there. So we are going systematically. We are also introducing from the next year the de novo selection system for parallel run before finally introducing into armed forces, which will reduce the selection time from 5 days to 3.5 days.